All right,
Yeah, we should
so
be fine.
yeah, so we're gone live with my homie No Luck, and real quick before we officially get the stream started, I've posted a link to his channel, and he's gonna quickly tell you what content is coming up on his channel in the future.
Yeah, so right now we're looking at a little bit more Berserk content because I'm really into Berserk, and then I'll probably be dropping some Batman Justice League stuff because I'm a DC fanboy. But y'all know how that goes.
All right, so anyways, we're here today to slander a lot of things. Most importantly, the writing of Batman. Now, before we get into it, I will say Batman's my favorite character of all time. I have several bat suits. It's not a game. All right. But with
This
that being
man said
said,
several.
his writing never makes sense.
Right. His
Uh,
writing's actually very interesting when you look at some of the scenarios he's been put in. The first one I think we wanted to go over was when in Batman Endgame, where he's injured and he gets attacked by the entire Justice League by surprise outside of his bat suit. He's in a hospital and he has no way to really defend himself, and he still wins. So, Splash, could you explain to these nice folks how this is awful writing?
all right. So I want to put it this way. Justice League. Y'all always argue they're out of versal. Batman. He's human. Batman hangs out in the Justice League. Batman is not dead yet. How? Like it just doesn't make sense. Like they press upon us the idea of he is human, so he's the natural underdog, but he's reacting to the Justice League. Like he still has to react to them, regardless of the tech.
Right. At one point, while Wonder Woman's attacking him, because she's obviously the first one to get there, because she's the strongest Justice League member, and I'll cover that later. He's actually being flown around by her at like at least Mach 3. Not only does he have the strength to lift his arms and pull something out of his pocket, he manages to put this on Wonder Woman and outpace her reaction time. Not only that, his tech works on fucking Wonder Woman for whatever reason, and it shocks and stuns her. He also manages to take multiple hits from not only her, but Superman later on, which, again, everybody likes to wank them to, like, at least Universal. So I'm just curious as to how this human is, like, just tanking this ridiculous shit
Bro,
with no
he
bat
he
suit.
he threw bungalows with reverse flash. He
He's
took
fast as fuck, boy.
multiple hits from the reverse flash and then pinned his foot to the ground and put hands on him. Like, explain this to me. How does me pinning your foot mean you can't move your arms? Like, why does suddenly his power not work because his foot is stuck on the ground? That is the dumbest thing ever. But everyone thought it was so badass. I'm like, what?
Yeah. There's something similar in that fight. So at one point, Superman's about to drop Batman from like, Twin Towers height, right? And at this point, Batman says like, "No, I'm not scared of you." And he says that I always keep kryptonite gum ready to spit in your face for just such an occasion, which is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm not sure how paranoid you have to constantly be chewing kryptonite gum just for Superman in case he goes like rogue, which 98% of the time he's not. So, I mean, I guess that explains why he has such a like chiseled jawline, but wow, the writers really go out of their way to leave like an ex machina in any case for Batman. No matter what happens, there's always something.
I'll give you all the case for where this came from for me as far as wanting to make this video. So, this stems from, and spoilers for the first 5 minutes of this movie. I don't care if you haven't seen it. It's only the first 5 minutes. You literally see it right away. So get over it. Anyways, so I'm watching uh the Justice League, is it Dark Side War or Apocalypse War?
It's Apocalypse War on this one.
Okay, yeah. So I'm watching that with some family, right? And basically they're fighting these doomsday clone things. Essentially, they're parademons fused with doomsday's DNA. So basically mini doomsdays. So the Justice League runs up on them, was not ready for the smoke at all in like biblical proportions, gets run up on by all these little doomsdays. They are piecing them up, boy. When I tell you, literally tearing the limbs off of like Lantern, Wonder Woman, literally tore off Shazam's leg, like crazy stuff, right? So we're watching this. I'm going, oh my God, this is wild. You know, my family's like, this is crazy. And then we see Batman flipping around, evading two of them. And I get up and throw the remote because I'm hyped, because I'm like, let's go. Batman's a beast. But then I was like, wait a minute. These are the same things that just hawked down Shazam. You're trying to tell me Batman's simply quicker than Shazam? No.
Bro, and these things emasculate fucking the entire Justice League, right? And this is a good segue into the next part. Not only can Batman like tangle with these things and survive, later on, and this is more spoilers, cover your ears if you haven't seen the movie. He actually outsmarts Darkseid. Not only does he outsmart the entire league during this movie, he also outsmarts Darkseid, who very clearly has been stated to be able to read people's minds, and he's been around for thousands of years and outsmarted the Source itself. The reason that's relevant is because the Source is supposedly infinite, like as old as existence is, and should definitely know a lot more than like Bruce Wayne, let alone Darkseid. But for whatever reason, Darkseid can outsmart the Source. And despite this ridiculousness, Darkseid is outsmarted by Bruce Wayne. So I'm just curious, this human, this normal human who's supposedly non-superpowered, because I guess that's his whole story, can outsmart not only Darkseid, but like Brainiac as well in separate instances, who's supposedly an 11th level intellect.
Do you
And
want
the DC writers describe this as being smarter than the entirety of Earth. That would mean that Batman is smarter than the entirety of Earth, despite having no superpowers, supposedly.
dude, like if you want to talk about a character that needs to be slandered, we need to talk about Darkseid. If you are that strong, why are we not all convinced you're out of Versal, dog? Why do we hesitate? Chat, speak up for your boy Darkseid. Why do we have doubt in our hearts? Let me know.
Yeah. If y'all want to try to defend your boy Darkseid in the chat, feel free. Um, So yeah, it's crazy to me that like people consider Batman stories the best writing in the world when you can find like very clear like inconsistencies and just flat out contradictions in almost any
Bro,
story.
he's got 9
Um,
year old children brawling with grown peak humans. There is nothing
right,
good about
which is
any
hilarious.
Batman writing.
Yeah. Another big thing throughout all of his stories, now that we're talking about it, him keeping a secret identity at all. Just because that means he has to outsmart literally everybody he meets. He has to be able to live this weird double life. And he has to keep it secret from people like he kept it secret from Superman in some of the continuities. He's kept his identity secret from mind readers when he didn't know that they could read his mind, which is absurd. At some point you would have to be like thinking of like anything that would give you away. You can't just you can't just always keep this secret from all these super intellects and like all these people that know you personally or like or have no one question your whereabouts literally every night or when Batman is gone for weeks on end and Bruce Wayne happens to be gone for those same weeks on end when he's captured or something like that like in the Court of Owls story and he's supposedly gone or in Batman Rest in Peace and he gets drugged and he's gone for like days and nobody ever questions that Batman and Bruce never seen together and when one disappears, the other disappears. It's just crazy. This is the it's such a weird inconsistency that he can keep a secret identity at all.
Dude, can you, bro? He's got to be the most annoying debater of all time. The fact that no one's pulling up on him and boloing him with evidence, like clearly he's just stumping people when it comes to his rhetoric. His rhetoric has got to be insane. Like, and dude, and also people like, it's funny because a lot of my qualities relate to Batman in some ways, which includes me being cocky. Like, I could be cocky sometimes, especially when I'm trying to annoy people. Dude, Batman's got to be one of the cockiest characters ever. Like, who's really a
He
bigger
definitely.
douchebag? Bruce Wayne or Batman? Let's keep it a buck.
I gotta say, like Bruce Wayne, because Bruce Wayne will keep that same energy of like, yeah, I'm Batman. I've beaten Darkseid. I've done all kinds of craziness. But as Bruce Wayne, it's even douchier
Yo,
because
hot
like
take.
nobody knows,
Hot take.
bro.
I think Batman dies immediately in the Marvel universe because he would disrespect Thor, and Thor doesn't take that shit from mortals. Do you remember when he came back to Earth after Civil War and Iron Man tried to tell Thor what to do?
Look, what I remember
One
is
shot,
Thor
one
getting
kill. What's
tased.
the deal? No.
Bro, I remember Thor getting tased and being knocked out. That's what I remember. And if I recall, Batman keeps tasers on him for just such occasions, bro.
Wait,
I don't know.
hold on. How is Tony Stark more cocky than Batman? Batman was forced to tell the truth and didn't tell the truth about Batman's identity. He still said he was Batman. How much of a
When he
dick
held,
are you?
bro. Okay, so for everybody in chat that doesn't know, at one point, Wonder Woman made Batman grab her lasso of truth that obviously compels you to be truthful and lied, basically. Like, and he's done this more than once, right? With like supposed truth serums, he's done it with the lasso of truth more than once, and he can just lie no matter what. This is such weirdness because again, this lasso of truth can compel like some of the strongest beings, including like Superman and stuff. Are you kidding me with this? Like, and I know Superman's like he has like a vulnerability to magic. He's not like weak to it because it's not like kryptonite, right? But it works on like much stronger beings than Batman. In fact, Batman has been shown to be even more vulnerable to magic than Superman is. So even if you want to use that argument that Superman has a vulnerability, Batman's been shown to have a worse vulnerability. So this still makes no sense. The writing's bad. That's what I wanted to get at with that.
Yo, check this out, right? So, in Injustice, Batman, when taking the pill, brawled with Superman. When Alfred took the same pill, he boloed Superman. Alfred bolos Batman. Now what, bitch? Now what?
Yeah, and while we're talking about that, and how Batman's also kind of a bad person, kind of a douche sometimes, there's actually a story that you guys can go look up. Batman once stole Dick Grayson's girlfriend while he was out of town. And then when Dick Grayson was in the Batmobile, Batman actually like just kind of admits it. He's like, "Yeah, I got your girl." Like, I blew her back out while you were gone, just so you know. Like, and he brings it up like not in like a mean way, but in a yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Realistically, I'm Batman. Like, you can't do anything to me. You know what I do for a living?
Yo,
I
this
train people like you.
this is
Like,
this
he's
is
so terrible.
this is how bad Batman's writing is because I have a Batman fan trying to defend it right here, and the defense is bad. Okay, so even the defense is bad. So we
Oh
brought all
shit.
this crap up about Batman. The response to us was, "How do you outthink?" For sure, for sure. Yo, did I cut out for a bit?